With Nationals coming up, we are going to take and we're going to do my opinion on the tier list, what we're going to see at Nationals. There's so many characters. Look at all these characters. And we're going to go through them all and talk about what we have. Talk about what exists. And how I feel about where everybody lies. So I want to talk about the 5 tiers that I have. We've got Easy Top, Easy Bubble, 50-50, Rogue, No Shot. Starting at the top, this is the tier that I would be surprised if at least one character did not get into tops, right? They're probably going to be in contention to win the event, bare minimum top. Easy Bubble is they're going to be coming in the second half of tops, easily could bubble out. These are like your 5-2s and I missed it, your 4-3s and oh man, it was super close. If only I got in that last game. Maybe these are your diversity picks, right? They jump in to they get in on the back of diversity. Up next, we've got 50-50. This is a weird category because I think that this whole category could probably exist in Easy Bubble, but they have some slightly harder matchups, specifically on a bit of a coin flip. Their coin flip is, I'm really good at these matchups, and I'm not that great at these other ones. And so I'm going to have an issue with topping. Like decks that like lose to Moonset, Tagora Brothers, things like that. Oh man, I accidentally get absolutely hosed by the pit. And so what do? We've got rogue decks that are their entire goal is you're going to take one important game off of somebody and make them bubble out, or that'll be your story for the weekend of, my deck was really cool. It didn't do that great, but it got this one really sweet matchup, and I absolutely loved it. And then the no shot category of I don't think it's not good enough to be considered rogue. It's just not good enough. And there will be a lot of, honestly, disagreeing, and I want you to disagree with me because if I'm just shouting into an echo chamber, then neither of us get to learn or engage. And so chat, if you are here on Twitch, please, by all means, hang out and enjoy yourself. I would love to have you guys participate as much as you would like, whether you like, agree, disagree, whatever. Feel free to have your voice and opinion heard. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to take it, but it could be there. And then lastly, I'm allowed to move anything around as I wish inside of the list. So like I could put Talum 2 all the way up into this and then bring it all the way back down. This is tricky because by definition you only have 6 to 10 in that top group. We'll play it by ear, right? Like there's I could have 100 people in there and be like, I could easily see these characters topping depending on like strength of schedule, whatever, right? Like there's just like no way that like we have an easy top with Talum. We'll figure it out as we go. And if we have to change the verbiage on these, it's going to be something. So, first off is Talum 2, and I think this deck's very rogue. I think this deck is neat. I think this deck is going to randomly bop somebody. I know the list that I would put together is something Yoga Inferno Talum, right? Like I think that's really interesting and neat. Randomly gonna bop somebody, but you're not gonna be seeing it very much at all. Raphael 2 dot easily could top. I think there's a ton of different. I think he's viable on all 3 of his symbols, doing some nutty things. The evil aggro, Hellfire Impalement, greedy checks deck. This guy plays Let's Party like a motherfucker. This guy plays Let's Party all day long. Order, life, like there's just so many tools under all 3 of these symbols. These 3 symbols are like top in the game, and his ability is like nuts. Cervantes, I think he's an easy bubble. I think I know his main tool under like Void was like pea shooter, right? Like I don't know what else he has. His pea shooters are for 1 million. If she's turned down this problems, she's sneaky good. Yeah, and that's how I feel about like Rogue, right? She's sneaky good. She's gonna find something. I'm not positive that I would put her in the bubble category though. I'm not sure that she is consistent enough. Yeah. Van Helsing, I think, is a 50-50. I think she absolutely got buffed because, like, she is a stun deck, and 2 of the best stun answers got, answered. It's just fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. I think she could actually float between 50-50 and easy bubble. I think you'd have to have a damn good pilot to get Van Helsing into the bubble category. Sky is another rogue deck. I think she's fine. I've thoroughly enjoyed. She's actually my favorite character to play out of that kit, but she just has so many moving pieces to get not a lot of value when you can just like Vicious Madness somebody or shotgun somebody or XYZ. She's got a lot of really cool moving pieces, but I just don't think she's quite there yet. I'm gonna actually do this in case I need ultra. The dark one. I think the dark one easy bubble. I think he might play Hellfire the best Asterix. And so because of that, we have to respect him. Like, he just has a free resource every turn and like plays Tech Sphere under 2 symbols exceptionally well, and like he plays his kit so good. Belle is rogue. She just doesn't quite have the weapon tools necessary, and there's other things doing it better. You're gonna get hit with a matricide for 1 million and lose game 3 because of it and feel real bad, but he's fine. I think Akuma is a 50-50, but it's only because you find your other Akumas. I think him on his face is like not that great. I think he's fine. Akuma 1, no shot. I don't think he does anything. He could be in last place. I feel the same way with Alice. I think All Might is an easy bubble. I think it just depends on how hot you run. He gets away with being ultra greedy on turn 1, which is like really cool. Actually, hold up. Let's talk about Akuma. We're gonna go all the way back. Akuma. This 50-50 shot spot is like he has really good and really bad matchups. So I don't actually think this is a perfect spot for him. I think he might just be rogue. Like, the best thing that he can do is add a second character, which is going to go into easy top. So, like, for that reason, he might easy. Actually, I'm going to put him in easy bubble because he might just dodge diversity. I think that might be where he's at. Which is, like, fine. It's like a fine spot for him to be. Sure, whatever. This is the highest he'll ever be because of his older brother. But yeah, I think All Might can just, like, accidentally drop Ice Dragons on you, and you just kind of die. Casa de Leviathan, like the air list is like super good. Yeah, there's a lot going on with All Might that you get to mess around with, but his game plan is extremely linear. So if you can answer that game plan at all, he'll have a tough time. But I think he just edges out 50-50 just a smidge. Let me put it back here. Amy. Amy is a rogue deck. Amy, I think, is really, really good if you don't know how to fight her. But as soon as you learn how to fight Amy, she becomes significantly worse. You're just not allowed to let her hit you. You have to play good defense. You can't like play the same game as her. You have to you got to respect her gauge moves. Because if she actually stacks all 4 characters, you'll never touch her ever again. She just gets to play good defense and then like dip your whole hand and like do a bunch of cool stuff. As of Katarina, rogue deck, I think that they're just getting like a little left behind. They technically are better. They've got some of the best stun hate singular stun hate in the game with the red eye capsules, and so like maybe. They just like didn't really get to pick anything up. I mean, we've got Meteor and such. What are Air Chaos Order weapons? Because we certainly don't have a punch set. I'm excited to see what they do actually in the next... when My Hero comes out, because we're looking at a bunch of punches. Graceful Rouge is cool. From Science is hilarious. Casa is neat, just giving that a bunch of damage. Nouveau Soleil. Like, there's an order list here. So, like, I feel like maybe, I don't know. I just don't think anybody's gonna give them a real fair shake. So we're gonna put it down here. Astaroth, I think, is an easy bubble. Throws are gonna be all over the place. I think the throw meta is the call. Are the demo deck Horizon characters considered legal also? I actually don't know the answer to that, and if they're not on this list, I'm not gonna bother with them. But I think that probably both of them have no shot if we're gonna be quite frank about it. Astaroth 2, though, is he just hits really hard. He just hits super mega hard. He hits really, really hard. Astaroth 1, easy top. I think you get a good pilot. I think he has all the right tools. I think all three of his symbols are super viable and relevant. I think the character's rad. As well, 1 is either rogue or no shot. I just don't see his mill strategy working, and he's not consistent enough to really play the game. I'm going to put him in no shot for now, and he might move up to rogue depending on how many no shots we get, because we've got Balrog in no shot. I think we got Barrett in no shot. I don't see Barrett having a winning record. I put Base in rogue just because, like, every turn discard a card is like, okay. The issue is, how does Pure of Heart read? That's the question that we have. Does Base get affected by Pure of Heart? When this card leaves your hand, and then now we have to look at Base. Does he add it face up or face down? He adds it to the card pool. Just kidding. No shot. Actually... Your safe attack is a damage penalty. Let's look at safe attacks, actually. We've got, what? Earth, all, void, safe, let it rock? Oh, I guess we'll click standard, huh? His Graceful Rouges are cool. Angel Discus is hilarious. Bio Lunges get big. I mean, it looks like there is a deck here that exists. Yeah, it looks like he's just like a power flip, but like, why would you play Base if you could play Tim? Unless you're trying to just dodge diversity. I don't know. I'll put him in no shot. Blanca. I'm actually going to put Blanca in rogue. I think that there's like a sneaky amount of charge attacks that exist in the game under his resource symbols that could possibly get you there. And him being able to steal a momentum for no reason is pretty good. Let's double check. Yeah, him like playing Casa is like schnetty. Spirit Throw Thrust is funny. Yeah, there's like just enough. His Thunder Breaks are terrifying. Yeah, Balecore, no shot. I think he's really cool. Botan, no shot. I don't even think consider a rogue. I want to put. There's a rule change for Bubble Man, and so maybe he gets to get there. How do I feel about Bubble Man? I guess he gets to play Reverberate and steal momentum, but like, why would we play this character when we can play Fey? And I don't think Fey gets to get there. Yeah, no shot. I won't. I won't be generous. Let's play Biako is easily going to top this event. I think Biako not only has put up results in the past year due to online events, but I think Biako has some crazy legs under at least two of his symbols. Air Never Die deck is like insane, and then Earth asset deck is like really good, and he like has a 38 health character. He's got 4 get out of jail free cards as soon as he's like halfway through his game plan. I think this character is really good. Sea Viper I think is an easy top, actually. I think that it's either easy top or easy bubble. I think this character is fine. Cadium, him losing squirrels, like, is a bink on the radar, but, like, it just means that you just have to play the game slightly different. I think Biako is going to be totally fine. Squirrels is an unfair card, and he... Squirrels is an unfair card, and he doesn't need it to kill you. He just doesn't. Controlled staging area, gives +5 damage to everything. His only issue is that he is a actual 5-hander. But I think that he's able to put enough damage. Throws are hella good, and the hot tip from Sciences are a fucking beating in this character. They actually just murder you. He'll just one-shot you and be cool with it. Anyway, Sea Viper. I think she has enough reversal stun to do cool stuff, and her cycle draw or commit do the check is like good. I'm not positive I'm allowed to put her up in the easy top, but I think that she bubbles. I think I could. Sea Viper at 8th place would not surprise me in the slightest. Sea Viper at 16th place would not surprise me in the slightest. Cammy, no shot. Cassie Cage, Rogue, maybe 50-50. She plays super cool shotguns, but I think that people have in their decks ways to deal with singular attacks, or at least like good defense decks do. And I think that she dies before she gets a chance to like accumulate her Voltron. So I'm gonna put her. I think I'm gonna put her in 50-50 because I think that there's some decks that she might just actually blow out, but I think there's some decks that she just kind of just loses to. Yeah, I think it's a big 50-50. I'm gonna just put both Selinkas on the table. I'm sure that they are. I'll just put this Selinka in easy bubble. I think that this character, whether it's 1 or 2 dot or stacked or whatever, I don't remember exactly how they work, is the best D-build character in the game. Actually, I think that she has so much D-build available to her that is relevant to her symbols that if you want your opponent to not have a staging area, this is the character that you play. The death symbol is really, really good at it, playing some really niche cards, and she gets away with playing that kit exceptionally well. So if you want your opponent to not have any foundations, Selinka is the person you should go to. Cervantes is Rogue. He gets to play the Flash kit really well, but there's like at least 2 other characters. I'm probably actually just gonna put him in no shot. I don't see him topping even a little bit. Yeah, he's gone. Cammy's gone. Cutman is a bubble master. I think him losing squirrels is a big deal, but I think that Cutman still can compete. I think Cutman is good enough to stand on his own, to make stuff happen. Him being able to block literally whatever he wants for the rest of time is just like, it's like a good ability. Not to mention the +3 damage is like, okay, destroy a foundation to get +3 to your check, and then -2 speed to your opponent's attacks with Cisalika Lokalua. Like, he just wears that kit so well. DJ, no shot. Dimitri is very rogue. We saw Garrison play Dimitri with Hellfire Impalement at last Worlds whenever Mark Tyner won with Cassandra, and the only thing that this deck got hit with is you can no longer Hellfire for free over and over and over again. This guy still is absolutely fantastic. I still think he's really, really good. And I think this deck is really neat is like a really neat way to mitigate the danger of that the bad checks of ignoring a card for progressive. Yeah, I like this character a lot, and I'm gonna make him super, super rogue. Dalsim, no. Dejanet is an easy top. I think this character is super good, right? Actually, I might put her in 50-50. This character loses to Dark Cherry-Toe. This character just, like, loses to Dark Cherry-Toe, and there's, like, nothing that she can do about it, really. I don't think she has an amazing time blocking low, and Dark Cherry-Toe just actually blows her out. Yeah. I don't think she needs her R to operate. Huh. Like she can lose it for a turn. Well, the thing is, Tonis, is normally if you drop a Dark Chirito on Janet, she just doesn't have another turn afterwards. You just die, right? That's certainly how I've felt every time that I've played Janet. Is like I get Dark Chirito'd and I'm like, huh. Well, this isn't enough, and they've been like, they've found the answers. I don't know. I think if Janet does not run into Dark Chirito, I think that she could easily go win this whole event. Donovan, Forever Blocks. I think this guy does some schnutty stuff, and he just got in a pseudo infinite where he just like throws 1,000,000 damage on Getaway Shot, and so, or Stairwell Shot, or whatever that card is, the DLC Julia attack. And so this character is good, and I think he can just dumpster you out of nowhere, as well as like you'll never catch him without a card in his hand, which is great. Under the order symbol, you get to cheat in. Under the order symbol, you get to cheat in the asset that lets you let your blocks not counter progressive, and then you actually just can't kill him at that point. You have to catch him with like a single barrel or something in order to try and kill him. Yeah. Dr. Wily, no shot. I wish this wasn't true. I saw some people making these tier lists and putting Dr. Wily like up here in these things. I actually think that he can't do it strictly because of Pinbot Strike. I think Pinbot Strike is the reason that he cannot go and do well. He needs that extra card, and there's not a replacement in standard. Drill Man. I'm gonna put him in Rogue because I think accidentally dumpstering somebody like is super easy to do on turn 2. Yeah. I think Drill Man might be good enough. Devorah. I'll put Devorah in 50-50 because I think that she is one of the best aggro life characters. I think she actually is the best aggro life character. I think she puts out about 1.5 million damage, but if you can just find 2 throws, you just kind of splatter, which I think is like a fair trade-off. Like she plays Reverberate and Shotgun like it's nobody's business. I think Devorah is really, really good, but like when you look at Devorah and like Devorah stares down Biako and Astaroth and Dejanet, you're just like, what do I do though? But like if you like dodge some of those characters, I think she'll have like the hypest day possible. You'll have 2 7-minute games of either killing them or being killed, and then you can go to the taco truck. That's what I think happens. You think people are sleeping on Ivy? Nah, Ivy's done nothing. Ivy can't even win a Rochester event. E Honda's not a character. Eden Ein. Man, Pure of Heart is like still a card though, huh? Eden Ein gained the Noob Foundation, but lost Noob. Like there's the thing. I think there's just like better game plans with Eden Ein. I don't think that she could do it, but I bet that she. Here's what I predict. If Eden Ein comes to the event, she's gonna fight one water deck that decided not to put Pure of Heart in their deck and then beat them. And there you go. Pure of Heart gets less play with Squirrels getting banned. You think so? Like, I don't know why like everybody doesn't just play this deck. Like play Pure of Heart. It's a 0/5 with a very relevant effect, and it actually just like coin flips people. I don't know. I think that card's kind of schnetty. I guess Water Freezes and Hell's Guardian. Actually, the discard is on our turn. Yeah, I'm gonna put in 50-50. Actually, yeah. I'll put it in 50-50. I think if she finds the thing, she gets there. Yeah. Elena's Rogue. It's still possible for Elena just to rip missile launchers on you on turn 2 and just pog off. Like nothing you can do about it. She plays all those cards really well. She's just a hell of a fire good character. Easy stuff. Ermac. I wish Ermac was cool. I'm gonna put him in no shot just strictly because I can't play him. Aaron Black, no shot. Eugenia is a rogue deck, and you're gonna go complain to your teammates whenever you lose to Eugenia because she stole all your cool things. Yeah, I think the mill out strategy is bad. I heard she has an infinite, and I can't remember exactly how it works, but like, it's cool and rad. Yeah, she's gonna be one of your friends, and this is the character that you're gonna. That's the guy that you're gonna make fun of at the event the whole time because they lost to Eugenia. Eva is 50-50, maybe easy bubble. I think if more people play this character, I think they would understand how good she is. But I don't see her bubbling unless, like Nick Reagan has put in the work and shown the dedication that it can happen. And so I wanna put Eva strictly there, right? Because I don't think that Eva has a 50-50 matchup, right? Like, she doesn't have a 50-50 because, like, there's nothing that obviously, like, beats her. I mean, throws just do. But she has support on all... She's got support on 2 symbols. Fire and Evil to stop throws. I'm going to leave her an easy bubble because we have a million characters, and I'm down for it. I think that we could toss her down to 50-50 just because of throws, but you can do that with pretty much every 7-hander. So I guess it's not very fair to her. Fey! I think Faye's an easy bubble character. I think Faye loses to herself, and I think Faye loses to a card that nobody is playing right now, which is why I'm not putting her in 50-50. Like, if people were playing Prepare to Fight, this would be a 50-50 easy. But, like, the only thing that, like, stops this character from popping off is Gyro Gash, and that just slows her down. And then you have her not finding her combo. Like, she can actually play and resolve like 15 attacks on 3 foundations because of how multiple works. And you can just do that as long as she like checks well. I don't think this character easily tops because I think she does have some aggro issues. But I think this character is good. Actually on my short list to take to the event. Fei Long's not a character. Gobrek's not a character. Garrett Brett's not a character. Gemini Man's not a character. Joffrey. I'm going to bring Joffrey up to easy bubble just to talk about him. Just so I can give off of it. I think Joffrey might be 50-50. I don't know, dude. I think Joffrey's response is fantastic. He gets to play the game. He gets to, like, build 4 cards, block, dump your dunk, and say, like, it wasn't a card. I don't know. I think Joffrey can easy bubble if he's got a good pilot. Joffrey also feels like go to Time Man, which does suck. I think if people slow play you and you're playing as Joffrey, you're gonna have an issue. You gotta have people who actually want to engage with you, because I don't think that under his symbols he actually gets to form Voltron. Oh my goodness, thank you, Sai. I don't think that you get to. Oh, thank you. I don't think you get to form Voltron and just win with Joffrey. I'll put it in bubble because I respect Phil Birch. That's what I'll say. Grin. I think this guy bubbles super easy. I think this guy plays his meteors hit incredibly hard. If he finds Kal Yuga, I think that he just will win the match. If he finds Kal Yuga on 1 and there's no way for your opponent to deal with that asset, he'll just loot meteors and kill you forever. He passes deep checks or deep combo strings because of his check buff. All of his moves getting 1,000 damage. He's just like unbelievably better than Astaroth Katarina because like his game plan is simpler. Like they say ready 1 and he says +6 to my check, and so it's like I'll choose that every day. Try to get this game over with. Actually, I could even see myself putting him in easy top. Actually. One of the best 6-hand size aggro characters that there is. I guess his big issue is defense, but like under the order symbol, you just get to find a bunch of breaker. Like there's so much breaker under order. I'll put him in bubble for now, but he might move. Grow. Easy top. I think Grow's insane right now. I think Grow's so... Hey guys, you're sleeping on Grow. I think Grow's fucked up. I think Grow has the most consistent and the hardest hitting reverberates in combination together. Like there's a lot of my reverberates hit for 1,000,000, and there's a lot of I get to play reverberate whenever I want, and Grow has best of those two things. If he doesn't find the reverberate though, I'm not positive what he does. He's got to find those big long strings, but like everything that Fey is doing, like Fey's reverberates are like consistent and can play like back-to-back reverberates, which like zero characters can survive through because Kuwabara's gone. But Grow, and Grow got a big buff because Kuwabara is gone, right? Because he's a multiple character. Yeah, I think this character is going to go and this character is very, very strong. This isn't a character. Why is this on the list? The definition of rogue is Heidi. I think with the throw meta existing, like throws are just going to be like the thing. I think doing 21 damage to her is like really, really easy. And she has to find her throw hate, which she has plenty under the fire symbol, which I think might be she's got good throw hate under fire and air because you got Torna Loose's thing that says if I block with a character, it deals no damage. I don't know if she has under life though. Yeah, I'm not positive, but yeah, she's definition. I think this character is an easy bubble. Full disclosure, I think that Hiei is fantastic. I think he's really, really good, and he is currently my top contender to actually take to nationals. I think that the way that I have him built currently, he's unbelievably good versus control decks, and I think that he is going to have some problems with aggro decks, but can still get there. Bo Tucker is confirmed for Nats. Yeah, I talked to him today, but I don't know where you put Heidi, like besides 50-50 because she loses the throws because she's a 7-hander, or easy bubble. Like there's no way she's an easy top, right? Like it just depends on how quickly people can like find their pieces versus like it's Exodia, right? And like Exodia has always been a rogue deck for all of time. And I think that rogue decks could make it, but they just like have to run hot. Yeah. I'm not discounting Bo at all. But like if anybody's going to take this character, everybody's going to prep for throws and data reverberate. I agree completely. I agree 100%, Satonas. Yep. Which is why, like, this character plays, why this character is so high. This character is so high. Whitsol. Man, sitting down across from Whitsol is, like, the scariest thing until he dies. You just, look at Whitsol and you go, I have to do how much damage? And he's going to hit me how hard? I think this character only loses because he's a 4-hand size. Yeah. Ibuki is rogue. The only successful Ibuki deck I've ever seen is a Tengu dive deck, and so like maybe you could put it up into 50-50, and that 50-50 is she checks a 1. She checks 1s and 2s all days and doesn't have anything to like safely play it. Yeah, but that's not good enough to like say that she's 50-50 because like the idea, the spirit behind this 50-50 category is that my opponent interacts, and that's why I'm 50-50. I'm making a meta choice. This isn't a character. This is a character. Yeah, I think this character is red. I think this character hits real hard. That Hiei lost to Amy, though. That Hiei did not lose to Amy. Tamron Cardwell lost to Amy. Tamron Cardwell not doing math lost to Amy. That's what happened. I could have and should have won that game, but I did not. But hey, you know, you have the win, and that's all that I can say about it, right? Just because I look at my hand and I count 10 damage and you're at 14, and then I go back and look at the board and I count my hand again and I count to 14, and then go for it. You got me. It wasn't Hiei's fault that I suck. Ivy. Ivy's an easy bubble. I think that my list was schnutty, actually. I think that Ivy is really good, and I think I got second at that event. Not playing, not needing Sense of Morals. I got second at that event, not really caring about the draw 2 on turn 2. Like, I've been playing this deck in Standard, and like this deck like beat Cowboy Andy, right? Like, this deck is so good at beating those aggro characters. This character is really good versus throws. This character is really good versus multiples. I think this character is such a sleeper. This character is really good against asset decks because of playing on the all symbol. I want to play this character, and I am bringing 2 decks to the event. I'm bringing whatever deck that I want, and I'm bringing Ivy in case I want to do the last minute switch. The only reason that I did not win that event is because literally like a 80-20 matchup, or sorry, a 90-10 matchup of whoever happened to be in the finals, and it was fucking Remilus because all my moves are mid. And it is impossible for this character to lose to win against Remy. It's actually not possible. So as long as like Nick Reagan doesn't like do well with Remy, I think we're fine. This isn't a character. This character, easy bubble. I would put this character in the 50-50 spot because of Moonset. But I think that she just kind of dumpsters people. I think this character is really good. Easy bubble. I don't think it's an easy top quite yet. Yeah. Inferno 2 is legit nasty, and I don't know why I never see him. I agree with you, Josh. I agree. I think Inferno 2 is one of the characters that if he catches you with your pants down or an off zone whatever, he will just murder you. He doesn't even need his form. Just like giving 6 damage on turn 2 to every move is like great. And he has 35 health. So he's like, if he's allowed to like block 1 card a turn and then live, and then he'll just swing back on you. Jet. This character is insane. Speaking of characters you never hear of, I think Jet has so much Breaker a million, Powerful a million, EX a million that he easily could top this event if somebody like put the dedication into him. Like unbelievable meteor character, just like, hey, stop playing the game. Hey, your turn's over. It's my turn now. Hey, my shotgun, actually, Breaker 3, though, right? It's like, oh, I see. Yeah, I think this character easily tops. If you got somebody who pushes it. If you have any way to interact with Johnny Cage, he dies. And so if you don't have a way to interact with Johnny Cage, he'll probably assemble Voltron. He's a really good character to, like, he's a deck builder's dream. The funniest match I've ever seen in UniVersus ever was Zolt versus Johnny Cage. Actually hilarious. Oh man, it was so funny. On turn 2, Johnny Cage was in deadlock. It was awesome. Julia is a rogue deck. She's just big damage punch and Judy. It's fine. I can maybe put her in 50-50 just because, like, you know, sometimes you get there, and sometimes like so like her entire game plan is Coffee Samba, Allurophobia, Punch and Judy, and so like you lose if you check a 1, you lose if your opponent is being smart and playing like things like Deliverance, and so like it's possible this character just gotcha says gotcha. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. This is the definition of rogue. Boys, this is your last chance to call people losers at tournaments. Otherwise, Jasko has to ban you. So be careful with it. This isn't a character. I think this character still has legs, but is the definition of rogue now. Max 4 and build 2, build 1 free 1, I guess, is like, I mean, that's still value, right? That's still like a good exchange. It's just not quite so free. It's not easy top material anymore. Not to mention he lost Princess Perry, but I think that the good deck has a lot of legs still, like a lot of legs. Man, I don't think this character is very good. I like Katana a lot, and this is definitely my personal bias showing. I think Katana is super rad. She dips multiples for free, which is really good versus Reverberate. Paying 5 to not deal with a Vicious Madness that has 100 damage is like good. saying that all my opponent's blocks are like a little bit harder whenever they have to block with a specific card is like good. Like I think she plays really good fair UFS. She's a 6-hander though, and so you have to figure out how to get around that problem, right? And she doesn't quite have the vitality to like just sync attacks, especially because of paying vitality to cancel a move and paying vitality to buff her stats. I think you're gonna sit down across from Katana, and it's gonna be really close, and you're gonna edge out the win. No shot. Easy bubble, actually. Giving meteor throws like a fucked up thing. So silly. This isn't a character. Easy top. Easy. Kung Jin just kind of nukes people, huh? Kung Jin just like murders you. Yeah. Kurama. I want to put him in no shot, but he's at the very tip top of no shot. Yeah, Kurama's all the way up here in the top of no shot. I think his 17 is just not enough. I think that you have to play his reversal in order to get value out of it, and I think there's just better people to play it in. Like, you could call it rogue, but I just don't think he does enough. Sadly. Easy top. I don't know about that one. Kilik is made for Meteor. I just think that Kilik is a real ass 5-hander. He's got to find his shit. He gets touched by playing his game plan, right? Like he gets to play 6 foundations total, and he's got to find ways to get rid of those foundations. I think if there's ways for Kilik to cycle his staging area quickly, I think that he might have a better shot. But I think, like, anytime Kilik draws foundations, you're like, fuck, I don't want to build any of these. I don't want them. I have my 6. This is all I want. And so that's where I think he's got the issue. If he had an ability that said destroy a foundation, do a thing, I think I'd actually be way more hype on him. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. Where did I put... There he is. Okay, so Bison's in the same category. Although stacking Bison is like really rogue. I'm actually gonna put Bison 1 up here. And here's why. I think Bison 1 stacking Bison 2 with Toguro Brothers has the same energy as Selinka. It's some slightly more moving pieces, but I don't think it's like consistent enough to easy bubble. Yeah. Mad Perot is very rogue. Maxi. I wish I had a no data point for Maxi. I have literally no idea how to play Maxi. Actually, none. Probably the best character to still use Sense of Morals, because tossing that up into your card pool feels really good. Every time that I build Maxi, all I want to do is throw Covert Intent into it. I just want to play a bunch of bad checks with Maxi. Like, I just don't see how... Yeah, I think it has to be rogue just by the definition, but I think it's somewhere between rogue and easy bubble. I think... Don't check bad. Don't check bad, and Maxi is fine. Yeah, I'm going to leave him down in rogue just because I don't think he's good enough to easy bubble, and there isn't a thing that he just, like, auto loses to. Yeah. Mega Man. I actually think Mega Man could easy bubble. You can accidentally give throws powerful, which is like just good enough all by its lonesome. Yeah, I could see Mega Man bubbling. 17th place Mega Man, I don't think would shock me. 17th place Maxi would not shock me. I'm going to put him in easy bubble. I think this is fair. I think this is totally fair. Yeah. Congrats, Maxi. You have made it up because Mega Man made it up. That's not a character. Maylin. Damn you, Mark Tyner. This character is just this character. Like, they're just the same character, actually. This character just draws on your turn, where this character is more aggressive, where Jackie Briggs is more defensive. I think you could actually take and just like play these characters and play Maylin if you're afraid of diversity, which you should be with Jackie. These characters are just like super good. Mike Hardiman. I love him, but I don't think this is a shot. He's like, is he just like worse Maxi? Question mark. Is he just worse Maxi? He's better Cassie. All right, hey, I like that. Where do we put Cassie? Cassie's in 50-50? We'll put him 50-50. Why not? I love that answer. Melina. What a 50-50 character. I think Melina can steal games, but I think if you can interact with her at all. Hold on. What exactly does Melina say? Chaos, Evil, Void. Let's look at these guys. Lose 2 +2 or -2 speed. Your next check gets +2. Like, that's really good. And then lose 3 after an attack is played. Your opponent discards a random card. Desperation. After opponent plays attack against Flash. Man. This character just gets tossed, right? Like, this character, like, I don't care if you make my throw attack a Flash. I just don't care. I think I gotta... Where did she go? She disappeared? Oh, there she is in 50-50. I'm going to put her in Rogue because or maybe I'll put her 50-50. If she doesn't find throw decks, I think she's fine. That's not a character. Definition of Rogue. People have been playing Mitsurugi 1 and like doing cool things. She does the same though, right? I don't know who she is. I think I missed it. He couldn't be. That's fair. The gradual foundation replaced by better foundations. Easy to underestimate. That's fair. I believe in Mike May's Mitsu 1. I think Mitsu 1 is cool. Yeah, he's Rogue. That's fine. That's not a character. This character is an easy bubble. I think people sleep on this character and like so much. I think there's a lot of cool things that Morgan 2 gets to do, and I'm not even talking about the Chris Bromley special of like all characters Morgan. I think there's actually a deck. I think that there is a deck here. I think smart play will get her there. I would not be... I'm not saying like that. What I'm saying, unfun stuff, is, hey, you can't actually tell me that that's a real deck. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Don't clip this. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Chris Bromley sucks. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is somebody who like actually wants to play the game the way our Lord and Savior Jason Horonsky intended, right? By like playing Foundations and shit, you know? Like imagine that, like playing Foundations. Isn't that cool? This isn't a character. This isn't a character. Easy top. Yeah, this character plays throws really good. This guy and this guy. Yeah, this all looks good. No, not much more to say about that. This guy is an easy bubble. I think if you let this guy get rampant with his momentum, he'll just kill you. He plays Moonset incredibly well. If there's any way just to steal momentum, I think he just kind of blows you out. I think that's really cool. Raiden? Easy bubble. I saw on the Rochester stream that they put him in A tier, and I didn't necessarily agree. I think he's really good at stealing a momentum. I think he's really good at stopping early aggression. He's really good at playing at low foundations. But I think if you just like don't do anything against Raiden, I think that eventually you'll just win, because I don't think he has a lot of deadlock pressure. Unless he's playing water, right? Like water has a lot of really good deadlock stuff. He does play Ageless and Wise in a better than everybody else. That is for sure. But I don't know. I think that you're just like allowed to outbuild Raiden, and then eventually you'll win. which is why I think he's an easy bubble. I would not be surprised to see Raiden at 12th place, right? I think that's totally reasonable. Yeah, it's gonna take a good pilot though. Rando, easy top. Attacks are really good, and he gets to steal your best ones. He might just reverberate, kill you on turn 2. I guess that's totally fair. I guess he does. He's very consistent reverberates. Yeah, but like so does Kodal, so does Fey. Yeah, I think there's cool stuff there. Can this character play reverberate? Huh. Certainly can. Raphael 1 dot is in the no shot category, but we just stack 1 dot on 2 dot, and now 2 dot's like banana sandwich. This isn't a character. This is easy bubble. I'm gonna not say the words Nick Reagan for the next minute. I think this character has legs, and I don't think that only one person can play them. I think having infinite mid blocks, infinite readying things, infinite draw 1 is really good on defense. All you have to do with Remy is find a good aggro plan, and I think that you could easily do it. I'm not positive that air is the only symbol that can do it. I think all 3 of their symbols are super, super good. That one individual who did happen to beat me because of how good the mid blocking is like it was good. Readying cards, drawing cards, plus speed, plus damage, infinite mid blocks. Like, there's not really a downside to Remy besides the fact that she is a 5 hand size character until she like finds a character, right? Which we just like run a ton of in our deck and go play gauge cards and whatever. I think this character has been slept on quite a bit, and I'm very, very happy that now that my minute's over, that Nick Reagan has shown us what this character can do. Don't get pure-hearted, and I think you could win the tournament. I think this character just presses buttons really, really well. I think this character presses buttons really, really well. He'll just on turn 3 find 4 or 5 attacks and nuke you from space. Hey, this is what I'll say. You have not played UniVersus until you have you have not played UniVersus until you've gotten your head bit off by Reptile at least once. Until then, you're still in the tutorial. You haven't played the game. You haven't played UniVersus until you're round 4, and your second loss is to Reptile because he happens to find double whiplash on you. Yeah, or whip assault. Excuse me, whip assault. He hasn't found double whip assault on you. He just play an attack, whip assault, whip assault. You're like, yeah, I guess my Scorpion character is very dead. What do you do? What do you do? This character leaves you saying, what do you do? Yeah. This is, man, there's no shot this character does anything, right? I guess Sense of Morals is gone, so like readying your cards is cool. This character's neat. I'll put him up at the top of no shot. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. This character isn't a character. Man, I just don't want to respect Sasha. I get that she's got like some cool Death Fury stuff now, but like, do I care? Do I care though? Right, but like, do I care? There's a lot of cool things that she can do. I don't care. This character is Rogue. This character is the 3rd character that I'm thinking about bringing. let's get the gang back together. I think Scorpion's kind of schnutty. Halfway through the game, going Super Saiyan and just like flipping your character over to awaken and like giving all your moves +6 damage is like really good. He closes out games if he's ahead exceptionally well. I'll pay 2. You have to block this or else you'll take $1 million. Super good. He has such a unique gameplay of his gameplay works in like 2 stages of the match, and I think it's very, very cool. Sense of Morals and Protecting the Protector got banned. Lol. This character's insane. This character's nuts. If you have any sort of reversal push, this character's super sick. Yeah, this character is very, very good. Third place is where I'm seeing Mina. This isn't a character. This is a rogue character because now we get to play Flashman stuff. What's his name? Raptor. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. This is 50-50. The only way that you lose as Siegfried is when you go to time and you actually get a tie. It is impossible to lose with this character. You just don't do it. It's not possible. You can only tie with this guy. So as long as you want like your record to be like 3-0-1. My Discord notification. I'm not getting pings, but I certainly have 2 messages. There you go, buddy. I got rid of it for you. Where are we at now? This is not a character. This is not a character. 030 special. Correct. This is the easy bubble character. I think Sophia's got a lot of legs. James Stevens has been playing Sophia for a while. He's actually the character that he took to Worlds and was playing like Show Big Bang. And that character is really good at forcing you to play with absolutely no staging area. But if you can figure out a way to play with a staging area, she has a hard time killing you without things like shotgun. So like under Life, you like just get to shotgun people. Under Order, you play really fast moon sets. I think she's one of the best moonset characters there is because like she puts 2 speed on it, and if you interact with it, you get messed up. Gives me a lot of Mina. Sophia lost paid to protect. Yeah. Or protect the protector, but gained nerf sense. Yeah, I think Sophia, if you can crack the code on this character, I think will surprise you for sure. No shot, Spike. Sorry, buddy. Easy top. Yeah, this character is great. He's just built better. He's just born different. Super easy. That's not a character. Lol. He's actually just like this is Siegfried's older brother. Go to time, man. Does crazy things in top cuts though. If he can find his way to top cuts, he could do it. And we will have to push the tournament until Monday. Sorry guys. Finals is not being finished until Monday. It's really hard to hit this guy with throws, but then becomes a 7-hander, or then becomes a 5-hander, and that sucks. I think Tasey's got a lot of cool stuff if you can't like pressure him early. Being an 8-hander is like just good enough if he's good enough at blocking. Under the order symbol, there is enough throw hate to like if he finds it, which he will because he's an 8-hander, to like survive long enough. If you let Tasey be an 8-hand size character for 3 turns, you'll lose the game. That's just how it is. Yeah. Takeda. 50-50. Man, holy cannoli is the prophecy card good. Whatever that card is. It's a foundation. Profane Sanctuary, excuse me. Profane Sanctuary just absolutely demolishes this character. It sucks. This without Profane Sanctuary in the format, this character easily tops. Maybe I'd put him in bubble, because like you can say the same thing about Ivy with her response, but I don't know. I feel like Takeda really has to dodge that card. I think the game gets really, really hard if they see Profaned at all. Nobody's playing No Surprises. Nobody's playing that card. So yeah, I think I'll leave him 50-50 and see what's up. Or excuse me, easy bubble. I think this character's red. I think the character's super, super cool. I think she plays in a really unique game space where she gets rewarded if my opponent interacts with my moves. And that might be enough. I don't think she's considered... I think she's just a little too good to be rogue. I think she might be the... I think 16th is the spot that Taki will exist in. And I don't think that she gets to push above that. Yeah. Talum is rogue. Yeah. Tengu Man is also rogue. He plays Tengu Dive the best, and that card's super red. Tim Keefe, our boy Satonis. Yeah, he could win this whole thing. Easy peasy. He did not get touched even a little bit. The only thing that he got hit with is Sense of Morals no longer has the bad part of the text box for Tim. Technical Laws Pay to Protect. Or Protect the Protector, excuse me. I keep saying PTP, and that's what I'm saying. But yeah, still plays the heck out of Sense of Morals. Still plays the heck out of Power Flip. Still plays the heck out of a lot of crazy cards, right? Like some of the freest missile launchers you've ever seen. Dark Cheeritos all day. Yeah, this character's great. This is not a character. I think this character's bad. I think the character's not good. We'll put it 50-50 for a second and talk about it. I think that the Desperation is a trap, and I think people try and race to that spot just to be like a pseudo 9-hander, and they suck for it. And I think the selective feed my opponent a bullet is like selective load my opponent's gun for them sucks when like I'm fighting Reverberate decks. Like she loses the Reverberate deck, she loses the throw decks, and that's like the format. So I'll put her in 50-50. I guess if like you don't fight either of the best two versions of decks, she'll beat you. I guess. Actually, I'm gonna leave her 50-50 because I just wanted to scratch Glissando people. The definition of 50-50, he just rolls the dice, man. he just rolls the dice. He just tries to kill you. I don't think that there is a quote unquote honest Tomahawk man. What if we run a Vicious Magnets deck that has Reverberate-sized windmill punches? What does that mean? What the heck does that mean? What if we run a Vicious Madness deck that has Reverberate-sized windmill punches? I mean, I guess? I don't know how you're getting there. I'm excited to see the sauce, Satonis. Torna. This character still can just nuke you. I think Torna is rad. I think Torna is like the aggro version of Tim Keefe, Earth 7-hander. Yeah, easily tops. I think it gets a lot of free stuff. This character is a rogue deck. He's going to have a ton of fun. You're going to get to... This is your one last ride to do Scorchwheel stuff. I think this character has a lot of legs. I think Crescendo inside of Torna, or inside, excuse me, I've read Torna, inside of Twinkle Murdoch is some of the best ways to utilize that card. I think she's got this niche spot where she gets to play Crescendo and like absolutely dunk you for 1,000,000 on turn 2. And if you try to interact with the thing that's going to kill you, I can stop it. The only issue that she has is Reverberate's going to exist in the game, and so she gets to, or any cool, powerful EX, any good momentum dumps are going to just dumpster her. The same way they dumpster Jeddah, and she's not as good as Jeddah, and so people aren't going to prepare for her. And so it's like this kind of like mind game of like, I think she has to find good matchups in order to do well and not check it too. And then I think the character is like really, really good underwater. That's where I feel. This isn't a character. This is a rogue deck. I think this character is cool, but I think he's too inconsistent to make it happen. This isn't a character. This isn't a character. This character will always be rogue because there's always new players at events. And so you're going to go find somebody... excuse me. You're going to go find somebody who doesn't know, who has to go read Vega's character card, and you're just gonna like smile and twirl your evil mustache and just like really enjoy eating them. Man, how the mighty have fallen. Putting him here for a second before we move on. Is he better? He's just like worse Biako, right? Like Biako's just like, he hits harder, he flips easier, he has more health. The only thing is Biako has -1 hand size. Like, like these two characters, unless you want to play all or evil, if you want to play Earth, you just play Biako. And so, does Vicious have enough value on all or evil to push him up anywhere? And the answer, I think, to that is no. I think that it's crazy how we have power crept out Bebop. I'll put him in Rogue for now, but we might mix it for our last move. This isn't a character. Literally 50-50. I don't have enough data on this character, so I'm going to put him in 50-50 as well. I think that there might be some sauce here, but I have literally no interest in making Voldo. He might be good enough to toss into Easy Bubble. I don't think he's good enough to be tossed into Easy Top. And that's how I feel about that. This guy has been proven, but I am going to put him at the very top of Easy Bubble because I think this deck is hard to play. I mean, he is just like Diet Kevin Broberg, right? Like he's just like the RC Cola of how good Kevin Broberg was. But you have to play Cannonade, and that card is lame. But that card is hype. But that card sucks. But it's neat. And Jose's in chat. So I don't know. I'm gonna put him into Easy Bubble, and here's what I'll say: if we don't hit another Easy Top, or if I don't feel like this is flushed out enough, we'll move him up. He is my top slot for Easy Bubble. Is that true? Actually, I'm actually gonna put him in Easy Top. I think he actually just like eats people alive. I think he actually like is. I think he's actually like really rude. He beats other 5-handers kind of for free, huh? There's one move they have like doesn't work. I think you have to be like a 7-hander or to fight this guy, and so like that's just like good enough to Easy Top. Yeah, I'm in. He plays throws, and then he just commits your whole board. Yeah, I'm down. If you let Win go too long, he'll just beat you. Yeah, I'm into it. Yeah, Easy Top. Sorry, Jose. I think she's a bubble character. I think if we're gonna like be here, I think that she easily gets 20th, and that's only because she checked her Ice Dragons instead of drawing them. I think if she draws Ice Dragon on turn 2 every single game, like if you're good enough at cheating to stack your deck to draw Ice Dragon on turn 2 every single game, so like actually 14 games in a row, you can win the tournament, or you can top the event. Not even talking about top cuts. But as soon as you check in Ice Dragon on turn 2 and like just let your opponent like play the game, yeah. Not a character. Easy Top. Yeah, not much to say about Yusuke. He still has access to Spirit Gun, and he gets to play Shotgun. He plays Shotgun better than everybody else. The only character that like plays Shotgun as well as Yusuke is Devorah, and she just doesn't have the survivability. And Yusuke kind of hits just as hard as Devorah, and so like Yusuke is just better Devorah. I know, I'm sad. It's not a character. I'm gonna skip this one. It's not a character. Zasalamel? I think Zasalamel is an easy bubble. I don't see him in an Easy Top, but I think that he is good enough. Punch and Judy is messed up. Being able to play cards out of your discard pile to like cheat your hand size is like super good. I see him like as good as Hiei, honestly. But Hiei gets to play throws. The throw keyword is currently better than the reversal keyword, and so I just have to give it to Hiei for myself personally. Zolt is Rogue. I think Zolt is not good enough to go and does it do no Maha, who is absolutely nutty with the Salamel? Interesting. I have not played that character or played that person yet. I'd love for them to come to my locals. I think Zolt is red. I think Zolt has a hard time killing anybody past turn 4. As long as you can defend yourself past turn 4, it's good. I have heard some tech about wanting to put Dragon's Tongue in Zolt, and I think that is cheeky, but I do not think it gets you there. I think yeah, I don't think it gets you to a top, sadly. I'm putting this in the same bracket as Solinka, right? which was in Easy Bubble, and we're putting it there because I think you start as this one. I think this character is neat, but Rogue is the best we've got. This is not a character. This is 50-50. We can win the whole event as long as we don't see a hand cannon. Hey! As long as you don't see our silver bullet, this is not a character. Easy top. I think this character is an absolute mad lad. I think this character, as long as you don't see a 5-hand size character. Yeah, I mean, that's fair too, right? Or any deck with defense. Yeah. It's yeah. Yeah, I think Kin is good, and I think Kin's ability to draw the nuts and demolish you on turn 3, turn 4 is like crazy. Chun not even 50-50? Nah, I don't think so. I think she's got a lot of neat stuff, but I just don't think she's consistent enough to like. And she doesn't have a deck that like just like beats her, you know? Like this card has a card that beats her. Momentum outs beat her. It's actually a coin flip. Yeah. Easy top. Easy top. This is not a character. I don't even see it being Rogue. This is not a character. This is not a character. Here's I think the hottest take. I think you have an easy top of Metal Man. He's one of the characters that I want to test. Maybe tonight if I get a third person on stream to play with me and Bromley. I think Metal Man is kind of cracked. I think that under the fire symbol he gets to play like imagine hitting with your meteor, right? Under all. Just imagine. You have to block his meteors. Like you have to. You're not allowed to not block his meteors cuz he just picks them back up. I need your Metal Man deck. I don't even have a Metal Man deck. This is all just a thought. I think Metal Man is really, really good. He might have some issues with pushing attacks through because I'm pretty sure Metal Man does say non-throw, correct? So we don't get to do silly throw stuff. If your non-throw attack deals damage, add it to your staging area face down during the end phase. Discard a card, add a face down to your hand. Your attack gets 2 damage. Yeah. And then our last one is Sella, and I'm going to put Sella in Easy Bubble because she plays Reverberate on my opponent's turn, and that is enough to be absolutely petrifying. So let's now take a look through our list and remind ourselves what our things are and see if we disagree with ourselves in the moment, right? Easy top. If this character was in top 16, it would not surprise me. Yeah, all of this seems good. All of this seems totally fine. And I think the weakest contender here might be Metal Man, just because he's really untested. I think Grow is really disgusting. Lev, I think Grow is actually crazy. Yeah. Easy Bubble. This character is going to see could easily get like 17th, and I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense to me. I could put Cutman a little higher. I could put Takeda a little higher. Yeah, I think all of these characters are fine. I'm not sure there's anybody that I would drop. I've been beat up by... did you go into why you decided Sea Viper wasn't Bubble? I'll get there in a second. Maybe this is a rogue deck. What throws do we have under... hold up. We get to give Shotgun Powerful, and like I think that's enough for me to like warrant trying to play this deck. Because that's funny. Yeah, I'm in. I'm happy with this. The 50-50... any of these that matter? I don't know. I feel like I could drop her down to Rogue. I feel fine about it. Yeah. Rogue decks. Randomly cool. Only good for stacking. There's just better characters, and so like you're gonna lose to Mad Pro, but like it's actually just like a hilarious Scooby-Doo disguise of what happened. Sky Mathers and Rogue. There's no shot, Sky Mathers. I'm sorry. I wish that's my personal bias was coming out. I'm sorry. There's also no shot for Drill Man. I don't think there's big enough first move attacks to lay down. Not without like a Surveyor to like get him back or something like that. And then just the big no shots. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Yeah, I think if we had these as tops, they would be totally fine. Do you like my list? Let me know down in the comments down below. Is there anybody that you would change? If there's one character that you could change anywhere, who would it be? Chad, I'll ask you too. Is there one character that you think should change, and if so, where would they move? I would love to hear. And that's it. There's my list. I'm wiping my hands of it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure that you are testing and preparing against these characters, at least in this easy top row. If you are not prepared against these characters, then you are going to have probably a bad day when you just get blown out. But yeah, thank you so much. Make sure that you do all the cool YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. There's going to be Nationals is happening in just a few weeks, so make sure that you are prepared and keeping on. So with that, thank you much for watching, you guys, and I wish you well.